Friends, we are back talking about dealing with exam related stress. So, while some of us build up that stress because of the expectations we have and the pressure we put on our own selves, some of us deal with genuine, massive exam related anxiety. And this could be deep rooted from childhood. You might have struggled with severe exam related anxiety right from childhood. Or it could be something that you've developed as you grew into a teen and an adult. So you might have faced more of it in college and now with the exams like GMAT and GRE. It's perfectly all right to have such anxiety. A lot of people do. You are not alone. Yet we need to find ways to break out of it and do our best on the exam. So there are two approaches to it, and I recommend them to all my students who have similar problems. One is taking the help of a therapist and following a spiritual practice, if that helps you. So you could be working with a counselor, a therapist on beating that anxiety at the root level, not doing things to overcome, to heal. On the other hand, you could be looking at meditation or spiritual techniques to master your mind, to calm yourself, to be in control of your emotions. All of these things are easier said than done. They involve a process. There is no magic wand. It's not something you can do just a few days before the exam. It's something you need to get yourself into over a period of time for it to work. So I would recommend starting off with these when you start your prep for the first time, so that by the time you take the exam, a lot of these issues have been resolved or you're on the path to resolution. There is another way of looking at it, and I think those who've overcome severe exam-related anxiety have followed this along with the therapist route and the meditation route. What I find is that the more you work on building a muscle memory of all the rules, so if we are talking about the verbal sections for GMAT or for GRE, we're talking about rules for grammar, rules for reading comprehension, rules for critical reasoning, vocabulary building. So instead of letting them be in the short-term memory zones of our minds, if we build muscle memories, let the rules seep into our subconscious. How do we do that? We have various tools, revision tools that help the rules become part of muscle memory. So what happens is when I'm looking at a question on the exam, it's not my intuitive, subjective, panic-stricken self that takes over. Even in panic mode, when my subconscious takes over, it's the rules which are talking and not my subjective, scared self, not pure intuition. And so while superficially my mind may blank out and I may not know what I'm doing, but the subconscious which is taken over is still applying rules, and you still get a decent score. I've seen one person use this massive reliance on muscle memory over a long period of time. He struggled with massive exam anxiety and he ended up with a score of 770, and he told me after the exam that I don't know what I was doing. I have no clue what happened during the exam. I blanked out, but here I still have the score, all thanks to the muscle memory that I built. We've heard of people falling sick, and taking the exam under high fever. They're taking drugs and they're taking the exam because the medicines are making them drowsy and sleepy. But it's the muscle memory doing the job, and they still manage scores like 770, 750, while they know these are not their best scores. They still get their target scores within the deadlines. So please do seriously think about how you can build a muscle memory. Irrespective of how much exam-related anxiety you experience, building a muscle memory will take you very far. It will always get you the target score and might even get you your dream score. Keep tuned in for more such videos.